G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son, and we're going on again with Combat Commander from GMT. We're using Europe and the Mediterranean. I'm going through my list of chronological missions that I have. So, we are currently playing Tournament Battle Pack Scenario number 8. It's called Codes in the Sunrise, and it is by, if I'm correct, by Brian Collars. I finally think I've got the name right. If I'm wrong, my apologies. Please let me know. Additionally, thank you for all of the comments from the last 3 videos. I have worked out where I've gone wrong sometimes, and you've pointed out where I've gone wrong other times. The comments are very helpful. Okay, I do appreciate it. I don't necessarily get a chance to comment and reply to everybody, but I do try. One of the things that was brought up was to do with the objectives. So the way I do it is the open objectives are open, quite rightly, and I don't touch the secret objectives until the end of the game. Now, some people quite rightly point out that what they do is they actually do look at these because then it helps to consolidate what they're trying to achieve for that side. And if they're playing solo like I am, then they simply basically give themselves a lobotomy when they're doing it, so that the left side of their brain doesn't know what the right side's doing too much, and they go on from there. My take on that is, hey, if that works for you, I'm quite happy, and I understand your reasoning, and I see nothing wrong with that whatsoever. My take, like I said, is more to do with these were our objectives when we started, and things changed in the middle of the battle. We're not exactly sure because comms aren't all that bloody good back to battalion or anything else. So when we finish the battle, sometimes we've done more than we were supposed to, and other times we haven't quite got there. And that's what these secret objectives will basically show us is, wow, that was the fog of war. We went in thinking we were trying to do this, and we ended up having to actually do something else or something additional that we weren't aware of. So, 6 of one, half a dozen of another. You make up your own mind what you'd like to do. I'm going to stick to what I do because that works for me. And I'm quite happy for anybody to do whatever they want to do, especially, it's your game. You're playing it. You do what you like and what works for you. The other thing was, as I did point out in one of the other videos, might be the third one or whatever else, is that this poor line bugger here should have only been suppressed the first time, not reduced. Not wounded. So what I am going to do is I am going to give them back the VP point. So they're going back up to 9 where they should have been. And this is going to come back next turn for them. So the line team with the mortar, basically they were recalled for a while by higher headquarters, and now they're going to be released back into the field so that they can rock on. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Righto. So we are at time 3. The mortar will come back at time 4 for the Germans, and then we have sudden death at time 5. The Germans are on 9 victory points at the moment, and we're ready to go. So let's have a look here, see what we got. So we've still got a hindrance of 2. Oh, that was the other thing, sorry. Yes, I did work out that I was doing hindrance wrong. I'm an idiot. As I put in my comments on Board Game Geek, at least, yes, remember, it's through, not into or out of. It's only into and out of as well for smoke, as far as I'm aware. Okay, so I's a twit. But thank you again for all your comments, all your suggestions. I really do appreciate them. But you didn't come here to listen to me waffle, other than about the game, so let's get on to it. So a British turn, the Allies, and just so you're familiar with what they've got, they now have a fire concealment, a command confusion bore sighting that they cannot use at all, a rout hand grenades, and 2 fire ambushes as well. So they've actually got 3 fire cards here. Right, so what do they want to do? It would be nice for us to move these, if we had a move card, and start to split up what this mob is trying to, or what they think they might be going to try and achieve. But what I'm going to do is going to use this fire concealment, and I'm going to activate Sergeant Casey and his troops, and we're going to have a blat at poor old Corporal Rettenhaus and his people here. Now, I do have them all in a continuous line this time, so we can actually do this. So let's have a look here. So Sergeant Casey has been activated to activate his troops. So it is going to be this line. So it's 5 plus 1 for Sergeant Casey's command value. So we're at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 into here. Righto? But we have a hindrance of 2, so we're back down to 8. Right. We don't have anything to increase that. So we have 8. Oh, plus 11. That's a good draw. So we have 19 into there. Okay. So the Germans here have, let's see what they've got to see if they can do anything to help themselves. So they have a recover assault. They have an advanced light wounds. That may be handy. A fire ambush and a recover assault. Okay, so they're going to be at least able to recover. So let's have a look here. So the rifle squad is a 7 plus 1 for the corporal plus 3 for the building. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11. And we draw for them. So it's 11 plus 5 is 16. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to let them break. Okay. Because nobody else can shoot at them at the moment. So hopefully the Germans, from the Germans' point of view, they'll be able to recover. Righto, so what else do the British want to do? Okay, well, in fact, what we can do now is we could try and rout him if we wanted, but let's be honest, he's on 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I would have to get a 12 to rout, I would have to get a 12 to rout him, and that would only be a 1, so he'd only end up in here anyway. Okay, in fact, he'd end up here. So he's not in line of sight of anyone. So that's not really going to help at all. So we will call it quits for the British. And it is up to the Germans. So of course the first thing they're going to do is use this recover. Okay. So as we said, it's a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they want less than 11. They get a 7, which is wonderful. And the event is Battlefield Integrity. Gain 1 victory for each of your opponent's eliminated units. And now, as you can see, there are no eliminated units anywhere. So, yeah, it's been a pretty slow day all told, hasn't it? So, rifle unit is back with its light MG. Okay, so they have one more command that they can give. What do they want to do? So they can't use recover, they can advance, or they can fire if they wish. I don't want to use the fire if possible at the moment because it has an ambush on it and because they've got, oh look, an advance. So I think we're just going to stop there for the Germans. They'll get their card back, and then we're back to the British, who have their command confusion, bore sighting they can't use, a rout hand grenades, 2 fire ambushes, and oh god, a fire smoke grenades. Okay. So I suppose what we might do is we've got 2 choices. We can either fire, or we can get rid of maybe the rout and the command confusion. We can't do both. So I'm actually going to get rid of these 2 cards. And we're back to the Germans. And they've picked up a fire smoke grenades, which they're going to use. So we're going to activate Corporal Rettenhaus, and he will have the rifle squad as his primary unit, and they're going to fire into here. Okay, so it doesn't have Sergeant Casey's support. So it's 5 plus 1 for the corporal. The corporal's command value is 6 plus 1 is 7 over into here, so it's -2 for the hindrance, so they're going for 5, and they've got nothing else they can use, so it's a 5 plus 6 is 11, which is not great, but it's helping them get through their cards. Okay, so he is sitting there fat, dumb and happy for 9 at the moment, and he has a 6 for 15 and he's fine. What else do they want to do? We're back to the same thing again. So we are going to get rid of that, and that's the end of the German turn. And now the British have 3 fire cards, and they've just picked up 2 advances. Right. Okay, so we're going to use 1 advance to start with. And we are going to advance the lieutenant and his troops. So all of these are going to advance. So they go a 1, and these will go 1, a 1, a 1, like that. Okay. Then we come back down here, and we are going to use our fire smoke grenades as our second command. And again, we're going to get Sergeant Casey and his people to chuck some rounds in here. Okay. So, do I want to do that? Yes, I do. So again, 5 plus 1 is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, minus 2 is 8 into here. And that's it. So 8 plus 8 is 16, which is not too bad at all. And the Germans, again, is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 at the moment. They have a light wounds they could use. And they've got 2 recovers again, so they're doing pretty good. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 10 is tons for him, and 7, 8, 9, 10 is tons for him. Right, and that's the end of the British turn. Get their 2 replacement cards, and we're back to the Germans, who have 2 recovers, an advance, and a fire. Right, what do they want to do? Okay, in all honesty at the moment, there is nowhere in the world that they're going to advance. So I'm just going to get rid of that. They're going to keep the 2 recovers and the fire. And we're back to the British, who have an advance and 2 fires, along with a advance and a fire. So we're going to use an advance. And we will advance the lieutenant and his people again. So they simply go a 1 with a 1 and a 1 and a 1, like that. Righto. So we're back down here again. So why not? We'll fire. So 10 into here, minus 2 is 8 again. And we have 8 plus 3 this time, 11. So again, we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for the squad. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just tapping things just for the fun of it. So we have 11 here for the rifle squad. So they got tons, that's 19. And Corporal Rettenhaus has 10 plus 4 is 14, which is fine. And he has a sniper. And the sniper is at J9. And J9 is right here. So he is going to hit this guy, because that makes more sense than hitting him. Okay. So that's it for the British. Their turn is over. 2 cards for them. Back to the Germans. And the Germans now have 3 recovers and 1 fire. Wow. Righto. So they're going to use this fire action order. They're going to use this spray fire, and they're going to attack here and here. So again, as per usual, they are 5 plus 1 for the corporal's command is 6, plus 1 is 7, minus 2 is 5 into here. They have nothing else to help them, so it's 5 plus 8 is 13, and a sniper again, and the sniper is at I1, and I1 is up here, so they're not going to shoot their own people. The sniper tripped over, dropped his bloody rifle, it went off and went ping off the wall. It was careless of him, very careless. Okay, so this fellow here first has 13 coming in, and he is sitting at 7, 8, 9. And 6 is 15, so he's fine. And into here we have 5, 6, 7, so 5 again, plus 7 is 12, and it was an event, and the event is hero, so we get the German hero in a friendly hex. Right here. So this is our little German hero here. Dietel, hero of the Reich, and he is going to go right here. So he's up there now. So this guy is now in command. Okay. Righty-o. So we've got that. So we're 12 into here. So he is 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 9 is tons. And we have, again, 8, 9, 10. Plus 5 is 15, which is enough as well. Right. So the Germans have one more order they can give, but they have nothing to do because they only have 2 recovers. And they don't need to recover anybody at the moment. So we'll get them their 2 cards. And then we have the British, who have an advance, 2 fires, another fire, and a rout. Now the only person they could rout is my man here. So what I am going to do is I'm going to play advance. And I'm going to activate Sergeant Casey. Righto. And this, this unit is going to advance into the building, and this unit is going to advance forward. Righto. So after that, we are going to we're going to do nothing. So that's it for the British. They get their other card back, and it's the Germans' turn, and they have 2 recovers, a rout, and a sustained fire. So this guy is 7, 8, 9, 10. So they could try and rout him if they wish. But that's not really going to achieve anything. So what they're going to do is they're going to get rid of these 2 and keep the 2 recovers. 2 recovers, 1 recover. No, they'll keep both recovers. So 2 cards for them. Back to the British, and they've picked up a Command Confusion Marksmanship, which again is so much use. So we're going to use our Fire Concealment as our order, and we're going to use our Marksmanship as an action for +2. So again, we will nominate Sergeant Casey and his troops. Ooh, he can shoot through there, can't he? I shouldn't have gone there. Bugger. Okay, well, I screwed up, didn't I? At least he's in a building. Righto, so 5 + 1 is 6. 7, 8, 9 into here, so that's a 7. +2 is a 9 for the marksmanship. +6 is 15. Okay, so again, our rifle. Now the Germans have 3 recovers now. Yay. Okay. So here's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 19, which is fine. And Corporal Rettenhaus is 10 + 6 is 16, which is fine as well. And the Sniper is at C7. And C7 is all the way back over here and doesn't affect anyone. Right, so that's it for the British. Get their 2 cards. And now the Germans. Okay, so like I said, they've got a rout and 3 recovers. So I'm going to get rid of, again, there's not much sense in routing. I'm going to get rid of the rout and 1 recover assault fire. In fact, I'm going to get rid of both of their assault fires. So they're going to get 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Just to try and get them something else. Okay. Back to the Poms. 2 fires, a rout, a recover, and a rubbish card for artillery denied. So first thing we're going to do is the recover action. Righto. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10. We get a 6, so he has rallied up. And we rejoiced. Yay! Now we are going to fire again. So again, into here. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 into here. -2 is 7. Or +12 is 19. And that is the time, gentlemen, please. Okay, so time goes up there. These Germans are going to come back. Victory point for the Germans. That goes up to 10. We will shuffle up the British cards. They have 1 more command they can give. if they wish. There is no smoke to remove. So, again, sorry, earthquake. Righto, so British cards are done. So the only thing left to do is to place these back on the board because they've come back and they are ready for business. And oh, look, there they are. They've come back. Okay. And they are now under Corporal Rettenhaus's control. Okay, so our hindrance goes down to a 1. The Germans do not have a dig in either. So the British have finished. They get their 2 cards. And we're up to the Germans. Okay, so now let's see what the Germans have got. They have a recover, spray fire. They don't need to use that at the moment. They have a fire, no quarter, which is good. A fire, smoke grenades. And a light wounds. So, how's about what we does is... How about we fire the mortar? Yeah, we'll do that. So we're going to use fire, no quarter. Okay. Okay, so the mortar is 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to fire into here. So, thus is thus. Okay. Now, for a mortar, I want to get this right for a change. Okay. The hindrance is what gets me every time. Right. Is the hindrance added to this? Or is the hindrance added to the hit? And to me, it should be added to the spotting round, but I'm going to pause this and I'm going to have a look so I don't screw it up too much again. So I won't be long. Righto. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a hindrance of 2 makes that a 6 to there. So let's draw, and we have 1 times 5, so no, it does not fire. That's it. Well, that was simple, wasn't it? Achieved nothing. Righto. So we can fire here now, because we did the corporal. He told them to fire, now he's telling them to fire. Into the same spot. Or different spot. Different spot. They're going to fire into here. So again, we have 5, 6, 7 into here. So that's a 5. And that's it. So a 5 plus a 10 is 15. Pretty good shot. And we have 7, 8, 9. So anything we want to use, anything we can use, and the answer is no. So we have 9 plus 7 is 16, which is just enough to scrape by. So that is it for the Germans. They'll get their 1 card replacement. Now the British have a fire, a move, a rout, and 2 absolutely useless cards. Okay, so the rout is no good to me at the moment. These cards are no good to me, so I'm going to get rid of these 3 cards. Go 1, 2, 3. That's the end of the British turn. We'll call it time there, and we'll come back with the with another video for the Germans' turn. So I hope I haven't screwed up too much. If I have, again, please let me know. And if you have different ideas about what you think you would have done in certain circumstances, again, I'd be quite happy to hear. What works for you may not work for me, but by the same token, what I've done may be a totally rubbish sort of thing, and your idea may spark something in my couple of brain cells that remain, and maybe I can do better next time. Okay, so thank you very much. I don't know why these mines are slid. They're supposed to be up in here. And I will catch you next time. Bye for now.